Hey guys, GuitarMan122508 here, back again with another Superman-related review. This time out, we're going to be looking at the Mattel DC Comics Multiverse Batman v Superman Lex Luthor. This is the one where he is in his prison uniform right at the very end of the movie, and I finally managed to track him down. It took me at least 4 months to find this guy, and this wave has been out since I think the middle of summer, maybe the very end of summer. So it took me quite a long time. By now, this review is not new, but the figure is new to me. Unfortunately, my figure got a little bit of damage at the top here. I was coming home from vacation from my hometown, which is where I found this guy, and he got damaged. But it's not too bad, and well, I guess I just have to go and buy another one of these. And honestly, I was kind of chomping at the bit to get this guy open. I really want to get this Doomsday piece out of here. So this is from the Build-A-Figure New 52 Doomsday Piece Wave. And on the front, we can see the red and black box. We can see Jesse Eisenberg as Lex Luthor right here, figure right here in this window, along with the Doomsday piece, which is the torso. So some pretty good stuff right here. On the side, we got a little read-up of Lex Luthor. Let's get a little bit of a zoom in for you. All right, it says real name, Alexander Luthor Jr., base of operations LexCorp, evil founder and controller of LexCorp, and creator of the world's first neural network-based operating system. On the back, we have the other figures in this wave, and you already know them by now. Armored Batman, Carrie Kelly, Robin. We have Lex Luthor, Supergirl. I still need to get a duplicate of this figure. Mutant Leader, and Superman Doomed. On this side, nothing else, just the Batman v Superman logo, and at the bottom, just some Lego mumbo jumbo. So let's open this figure up and take a quick look at him. And here he is freed from his plastic prison. And I am not joking, that was probably the hardest figure to get out of any packaging that I've ever had to deal with. I'm quite impressed with this little figure. I think that the resemblance is rather uncanny. It does look a lot like Jesse Eisenberg. A lot of nice detail. You can see Bel Rev Penitentiary. Rev, I've heard it both ways. I'm not sure, and I've been reading the comics for years. Yeah, I think it's really cool. Let's take a little bit of a closer look at that head sculpt. I think this is great. Let me get the box for a comparison shot. I think that it looks really good. It's actually pretty spot on. I think this is the most accurate head sculpt that we've seen for any of these live action characters so far. I mean, there are a couple that have been pretty good. I know the regular Lex Luthor is just okay, but this is probably the best looking one that I've seen. And here we can see some of the fine details on the suit. You can see his prisoner number, it's 16 TK421, which is a nice little reference to Star Wars. I like these chains. They are removable. And if you haven't noticed by now, I've just gotten a new camera. I think the quality is a lot better than my old one. It doesn't do that stupid autofocus thing. And the quality is a lot better. I like it a lot. I'm not sure if you can actually take this all the way off. Oh, yes, you can. It's just two little pegs in the back, and Luthor is free. I think this is a really good figure. I like it a lot. I think this is probably the Lex Luthor that we should have seen, but I'm glad that, you know, we did get it in some capacity. The flesh tone looks pretty good, and I mean, if this bald Lex Luthor, minus the eccentricism that he portrayed in the film, if that's present in the upcoming DC Cinematic Universe films, I will be more than happy to see that. I think that he had a pretty decent plan. I just feel like maybe the film suffered from some writing issues and a little bit too convoluted. Overall, I liked the film. It's a little bit late to say that now. It's almost a year after the film's release. But let's go ahead and look at the articulation on this figure. He can turn his head all the way around 360. He can look up that much, and he does not really look down. He has rotating arms. You go out that much. You have a bend at the elbow. It's kind of weird right here. You do have a rotation at the bicep. You have hand rotation. I think these are really good looking hands. Maybe a little bit too large for the figure, but I don't know. We have a really loose ab crunch for some reason. Maybe it's just my figure. Again, I don't know why they decided to give the Lex figures ab crunches and not Superman. That would make sense. We have a hip rotation. His legs can go out that much, and they will kick forward that much, and backward that much. He has a cut at the thigh, he has a bend at the knee, and he has some pretty snazzy little sneakers that will go forward and backward. This Lex Luthor figure stands about 6¼ inches tall, so he will fit right in with your other Multiverse figures. So let's take a look at the Doomsday piece. This is, like I said earlier, the torso. You would put the head here, so you get some pretty good forward and backward motion on here. Not too much going on here. You got an ab crunch, and that's really it. I'm glad to have this figure in my collection. I'm kind of sad that the packaging got a little damaged at the top. I hang all of them up on my wall, and I have every Superman-related Multiverse figure that they have released. If you like what you see here, be sure to rate, comment, and subscribe. If you want to listen to me talk about Superman for an hour to an hour and a half, check out my podcast. It's called Up, Up, and Away. We're available on iTunes, Podomatic, and Facebook. And if you like video games, movies, and comic books, be sure to check out my other podcast. It's called Collectors Coalition. I run that with a buddy of mine, and we're available on YouTube, Podomatic, iTunes, SoundCloud, and you can find us on Facebook. So until next time, I will see you guys later.